The ancient texts of Hinduism, such as the Vedas and the Puranas, are treasure troves of knowledge and spiritual wisdom. Among these, there is one text that often evokes fear and caution, the Garud Purana. This text is associated with death, and many believe it should never be kept in home or read casually. The Garud Purana is traditionally read during the ceremonies related to death, reflecting its profound focus on the afterlife and the journey of the soul. The Garud Purana, one of the 8 major Purans, is a sacred text that delves deeply into the mysteries of life, death, and the cosmos. It is divided into 2 main sections. The first part focuses on the worship and devotion to Lord Vishnu, encompassing teachings on meditation, yoga, and spiritual practices. This section provides guidance on achieving spiritual growth and understanding the divine. The second part, known as the Uttarkand, shifts its focus to the darker aspects of existence, including the concept of death and the consequences of one's actions in the afterlife. This section of Garud Purana explores the nature of Yamaloka, the abode of the god of death, Yama, and the detailed process of judgment and punishment that follows death. According to Garud Purana, after death, the soul undergoes a significant journey to Yamaloka, where its deeds are meticulously reviewed. Chitragupt, the divine scribe or the accountant of Yama, maintains a comprehensive record of every individual's actions, both virtuous and sinful. This record dictates the soul's experiences and ultimate fate in the afterlife. In Yamaloka, there are 4 distinct paths that souls may take depending on their earthly deeds. The east path, reserved for those who have lived a righteous life. This path leads to beautiful gardens and serene surroundings. It is a reward for those who have led a virtuous life. The west path, adorned with jewels. This route is designated for saints and individuals who have made significant donations or died in proximity to sacred temples. The north path. This path is for those who have contributed to society and made charitable acts. Souls that traverse this route are granted comfort and ease. The south path. This is the path for those who have committed sins. Souls taking this route face the consequence of their actions, meeting the formidable Yama who administers severe punishments. The Garud Purana describes 28 types of severe punishments for various sins. Among these, 5 stand out due to their particularly horrific nature. Tamisram. This punishment involves severe beatings and bodily mutilation. Those who have stolen or wronged others are subjected to this torturous process where their bodies are repeatedly damaged until their sins are expiated. Kumbhipakam. This hell involves being cooked alive in boiling oil. It is reserved for those who have caused harm to others for personal gain or pleasure. Rauravam. In this hell, souls are bitten by venomous creatures like snakes, scorpions, and mosquitoes. The afflicted souls endure continuous torment on burning ground, only to have their bodies reassembled and subjected to the same horrors repeatedly. Pranarodham. This punishment is for hunters and those who kill animals. Souls in this hell have their bodies dismembered and reassembled repeatedly for thousands of years. Taktamurti, reserved for those who engage in illicit or unnatural sexual activities. This punishment involves being burnt alive repeatedly. Upon leaving their earthly bodies, souls experience profound pain, akin to being stung by numerous scorpions. They are met by the Yamadutas, fearsome beings from the Yamaloka who escort the soul to its final judgment. The journey to Yamaloka involves crossing 16 stations, each fraught with hardships such as severe weather, dangerous animals, and treacherous terrain. This arduous journey reflects the soul's state and the weight of its sins. The ultimate purpose of these experiences, as described in the Garud Purana, is to cleanse the soul and balance its deeds. Souls undergo these trials to purge their past actions and prepare for their next incarnation. The Garud Purana explains that after a soul has undergone numerous lifetimes in various forms, be it as an insect, a bird, or a tree, only after countless rebirths does it have the chance to be born as a human again. This human life is considered a rare opportunity and comes with the responsibility to make the most of it. The Garud Purana, with its detailed accounts of the afterlife and the journey of the soul, serves as both a warning and a guide. It underscores the significance of living a righteous life, as the consequence of our actions extend beyond our earthly existence. The text encourages us to reflect on our deeds, strive for virtue, knowing that our actions in this life shape our future destinies. In essence, the Garud Purana teaches that life is a precious gift, and how we live it has profound implications for our journey beyond death. The choice to live a life of virtue or sin is ours, and understanding the consequences of our actions can help us navigate our spiritual path more consciously. The Garud Purana also contains descriptions on astrology, palmistry, and precious stones, and one still more extensive on medicine. The Garud Purana is written in the form of a dialogue between Vishnu and Garuda, the king of birds. The second section of this Puran deals with the issues connected with death, particularly funeral rites and the metaphysics of reincarnation. Portions of the Garud Purana are used by some Hindus as the funeral liturgy. Of interest are the intermediate states between birth and rebirth, which roughly correspond to the Western concept of hell and heaven. It is also important to notice that the earlier Hindu texts, like the Vedas, do not elaborate about hell and heaven, at least not to this extent, and the subject is completely absent in the oldest texts.